better than us?
Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Brad, what is up, big dog?
What's up, AB? Good to see you on a Friday, ready for the weekend. We got scorers, we got picks, we got football, American and European, and the world. I'm excited to be here.
Dude, I'm excited to be here as well, man. It's going to be a great day. And look, shout out to Tizzle last night. All right. The plus money Tizzle primetime field goal special. I think we had this in the first 9 minutes? And Brandon Aubrey, I think Herb Street said it. This dude's a video game. Like he's a robot.
Legitimately, even his form is robotic. He doesn't waver. He doesn't even kick it like a normal human. He kicks it so perfectly.
It's like he push punts it.
And he doesn't
so much accuracy. Yeah.
You know, like he wasn't even swinging his leg that hard, and it was just boom.
It's amazing. Like he literally, it's like the old flat-footed approach it straight from behind. There's no angle. Like he just, it's like watching somebody who's awesome with a 3-iron, just shooting missiles, man.
And you know who the opposite of Aubrey is Koo. What is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I have bad news, okay? Good news, but bad news. The bad news is this. We missed the over last night by a little bit. What did we end up with? 80 points in the game last night? Something. Glad to see it. America needed a good NFL game, all right? So, look, we finished solid, but that under there at the bottom did not get that. But we get the Lions money line, so we're set up for the Bucs this week against the Saints. All right, Dak Prescott over 2.5 rush attempts. We get that. Dak Prescott 1+ pick over 43.5. We get that. And Jared Goff, longest completion over 35.5 yards on the last drive. We get this one. So we will absolutely take it. So there we go. But yeah, Brad, that under, we didn't get it. But it is what it is. We'll take that day any day of the week. All right, let's jump into it, man. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Remember, okay, we have college football conference championships starting tonight, all weekend. All right, conference championship games. So we're starting with 4 games tonight. Where are you going? All right, here are 2 of them. North Texas and Tulane. North Texas -2.5, Tulane +2.5. Shout out to John Bowman. And then UNLV, Boise State. UNLV +5.5, Boise State -5.5. All right, poll is in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Okay? All right, Brad, let's jump right into it here. We got a lot to get to. Let's get to the picks. Talk to me, big dog. What you got?
Yes, sir. We're headed to Wales, the Welsh Premier League, this afternoon at 1:45 p.m. Central Time. Get this, Carnarvon Town is taking on Flint Town. We're looking for that over 3, heavily juiced, but still underneath that -140 threshold, and gives us that full push. We're looking for that over 3 Asian total. 3 goals, I said, gives us the push. 4 goals gives us the cash. These 2 teams are smashers. You got Carnarvon on the home team, who has now hit over 2.5 in 20 of their last 24 in the league. And Flint Town, they've hit over 2.5 in 33 of their last 40 in the league. These are well above 80% trenders in this category. And how do they do when they play each other? 11 of the last 12 have hit over 2.5. And then they usually push that over, giving 2+ goals in 8 of the last 10 halves against one another. We expect goals in all facets. Give us that over 3 Asian total in the Welsh Premier League at 1:45 p.m. Central Time. Carnarvon taking on Flint Town -139.
All right. So how do you pronounce that again?
It's Canar. It's like KR and then NARNAAR, and then it's like VN. Carnarvon.
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 Right, that's close.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that everything's a town. Like, it makes it feel like this is like small. Like, I don't mean the game is small time. I just mean it's small town. Like, those are usually the hated rivalries, you know?
I mean,
Like,
these are small towns, AB.
they're what?
They're very, very small towns.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
So everyone in Flint Town hates everyone in Carnarvon Town.
I imagine there's some rivals for sure.
Flint High School and Carnarvon High School. Dude, they've been hating each other from birth. This is like Auburn and Alabama.
I'll get the populations, but it's pretty small.
I'll get the populations. All right. So real quick, Big Blade. Good morning, crew. I'm at Disneyland. All right. I can't believe you can't make online wagers at Disneyland. Come on, California. But I've got some volleyball plays for the crew. Florida money line, Purdue money line. Big Blade. First off, good to see you, brother. Have fun, man, out there at Disneyland, and appreciate that. Look, this is why I love the crew, Brad, so much, dude. Check it. We got folks at Disneyland literally dropping plays that they can't even play, but care enough to bring it. Big Blade, you're a peach, bro. Thank you. And Big Brian. For second round of golf today, I like a 2-ball matchup. Alex Noren over Harris English minus 115. They tee off at 11:13. Big Brian, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Now, let's see. What have we got? One more. Wanted to make sure. Logue said, cash the Matty Ice NBA 4-pack parlay, 10-1 odds. Matty Ice, you the man. Dude, what can't Ice do? This man is just out here smoking it. I love it. Big Greg, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Travis Etienne over 13.5 receiving yards, minus 114. Has cleared 20-plus in last 6 meetings versus Indy. 20-plus at plus 162. I love this look. And I love Jack. Like, look, nothing against Indy. I'm rocking with him. But Jacksonville could do some work here, man. Yeah, no doubt. Greg, great look. Great look. Appreciate you on that. Okay, so we're going to talk about all these games. We don't have a lot on the slate tonight, but what we do have is significant. College basketball. Gonzaga. We have Gonzaga and Kentucky. Gonzaga and Kentucky tonight. And actually, weirdly, what's called the Music City Madness that's being played in Lexington, Kentucky. So there you go. Brad, Music City, heading up north. I want the over. Yeah, I want the over. Gonzaga coming up, well, not coming off that Michigan game, but this is kind of their next big game after that, right? And Kentucky, we've talked about it. Michigan State loss, right? Keep going. Kentucky has not started well, but I give them this. Their schedule has been ridiculous. I mean, they have 3 losses, and their losses are like Michigan State, Louisville, and North Carolina. Okay, so 3 losses, but 3 really good basketball teams. I mean, Kentucky always comes out of the gate with a big schedule, always. So what I'm getting at is that you have 2 teams, and we're not getting anywhere near important, like we're not even getting close to that stratosphere. But I think both of these teams want to come out and put up a bunch of points tonight. So anyway, I'm going to roll the over 158.5. We'll talk about that game in a second. Nikola Jokic, Denver Nuggets, over 1.5 threes, minus 120. Now, if anybody has any NBA plays, please drop those in. Could definitely use your help there. All right. Now, college football. North Texas plays tonight. Okay. This is a little, just work with me here. You got some tricky spreads here. We're going to take North Texas on the money line, and we're going to pair that with Texas Tech, who plays tomorrow. Right. So how we set up yesterday, that Lions money line and Bucks money line. So now that the Lions won, we have Bucks money line against the Saints at plus 100, right? Setting ourselves up. That's what we want to do here, or attempt to, right? Now, again, we'll talk about these games, but I want North Texas money line playing tonight against Tulane. And then we're going to pair that with Texas Tech, who plays tomorrow against BYU. Okay. Now, James Madison plays tonight. They are minus 23 and a half and playing for a spot potentially in the college football playoff. I'm not riding minus 23 and a half on a Friday night, but I am riding James Madison to win this game. But look who we're pairing that up with. Georgia, who plays tomorrow in the SEC championship against Alabama. So do what you will with that. All right. We're going to talk about all of it, but conference championship weekend is here and it's big. So, all right, those are the four. Now, Brad, I want to get out of your way. My favorite part of the week every time. Look, I have to get a better, proper intro for all this, and I will. Okay, I'm working because it deserves all of it. But you let it rip, big dog. What you got?
We've got two goal scorers for this weekend. One is a goal scorer, and the other is a two score or assist, which means both of those can come in. First, we got the young buck, the young man, the future and current superstar over at Barcelona, Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old dream. We're looking for minus 140 on his two score or assist line, which has now come in his last 16 of 20 matches. So if you do that math, that's sitting there at 80%. We have a great chance to cash any type of prop from Lamine Yamal. And then we have Harry Kane, our boy in the Bundesliga, looking at that anytime goal scorer at minus 150. He's taken on Stuttgart this weekend, which he has scored in 4 of his last 5 matches against them. So you really do kind of expect Harry to get on the board. And I know you don't see those two guys we regularly have. That's because they're sitting there at minus 185 and minus 210 to score. That is Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. So look to play those guys live. But, you know, Harry Kane, Harry Kane, who is going to score? It's Harry Kane. Smash that minus 150. And every time he's playing, hit that prop. He takes all the penalty kicks. He soaks up all the balls in the box. He is the top striker in the world right now. Harrison Kane, anytime goal scorer, minus 150.
Dude, when you said smash that, I thought the song was going to have smash that like button in it for some reason. I was going full YouTuber on that. Hey, appreciate it. And obviously, anytime you sing, we're all blessed from it. Now, Freddie Bear asked, Big Brad, please, what books may I find the I still can't pronounce his name, Carvana in Flint Town.
Yeah, Carvarnen is the population of just under 10,000 people over in Wales versus Flint Town, population of just under 100,000, just above 90,000. So we do have a lot more population on the away end, but the bigger team technically is on the home end, even from the smaller town. You can find the Wales Premier League on every book that you bet on, but specifically the Asian totals. You're only going to be able to find the Asian totals on where they have Asian totals, which is a Bet Rivers, a Bet 365, a DraftKings. So look for specifically Bet 365 for this minus 139.
I like Bet 365, man. It's solid, dude. That's a good book. It's a real good book. Nice job, man. Well done. Well done. Okay. All right. So grab that. All right. Pull this down here. Now, on top of scores, we've got to get an AB3. All right. We've got to set something up here for tonight. Here we go. Okay. College football. All 3 tonight. Where are you going? North Texas money line against Tulane. Boise State money line against UNLV. And here's the tough one, dude. And we're going to talk about it. Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State. Conference USA Championship game. This game is the tough one. Now, North Texas and Tulane, all these games, they're conference championship games. I'm not saying a single one of them is easy. No. You don't even see me playing James Madison 23 and that, right? Like, it, it's dangerous, right? It's conference championships. But that Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a super tough. Now, these three, here's the beauty of it, though, okay? So, say you like Tulane and you want to switch it north. Well, that plus 433, right? You've got room to mess around. Because Jacksonville State, I mean, all these spreads are, we're 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5, you can really work with these, and change them around how you want. So anyway, so these are the three that I'm gonna go with. North Texas, these are all three tonight. North Texas money line, Boise State money line, Jacksonville State money line plus 433. Okay, now let's jump into it, Brad. So we've got, like we said, 4 college football games tonight. We've got, I think, 8 college football games tomorrow. Not many. You know what I mean? It's literally the conference championships, right? So let's start with what we have tonight. Troy and James Madison. Now, I set all that up to say this. The biggest thing to pay attention to tonight is cause and effect. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, the cause is that big schools fired their coaches. Florida, Oklahoma State, Penn State, keep going down the list. Well, where do you think they get these coaches? So James Madison just hired a brand new football coach yesterday, Billy Napier, who just got fired from Florida. Okay? So you've got a new incoming coach for James Madison next year because their head coach is getting a job and leaving. That said, James Madison is literally playing, believe it or not, for a shot at the college football playoff. They're 23.5-point favorites. James Madison is probably going to win this game. Okay? They have everything on the line. Now, 23.5, do what you will in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and look at the weather in the top right. 28 degrees. Okay? So do what you will with that game. But that's what James Madison has. Now, we don't need to break down that game all too terribly much. This one we do. Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, Conference USA Championship. Live from Jacksonville, Alabama. I mean, this is Conference USA to its core, right? It's going to be a hell of a game. I love Conference USA. We saw these teams play earlier this season. Jacksonville State, I believe, won by 11. Kennesaw State is a 2.5-point favorite at a total of 60.5. Any thoughts here? You've been watching a lot of Kennesaw State?
Oh yeah, for certain. This is a matchup I've been looking forward to for weeks. I've actually had it marked on my calendar specifically for, is it tonight? Yeah, tonight. Absolutely. So I'm definitely looking at this underdog for some reason, plus the points. Give me plus the points. There's just a better chance for that to come in.
With Jacksonville State? Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You talking, with the points. Yeah. No doubt.
Home team.
It's going to be a game, dude. Now, those are the first two. Okay. All right, real quick, because Addison is correct. First off, Addison, good to see you, bub. Second, gang, do not sleep on the F1 activities this weekend. It's the last race of the season, and 3 drivers are fighting for the championship. Beautiful. Appreciate that. And Freddie said, how is the weather in Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State? 45 degrees, okay, and partly cloudy. Should be all right. I mean, 45, obviously, a little cold, right? But nothing, terrible that we need to look. Yeah, I'm taking the over. Yeah, this is going to be such a good game. Such a good game. Yeah, I feel you on that over, man. 16.5. There's definitely going to be points scored. Yeah. All right. Now, let me put this full screen here. Blade said, everyone have a great day. Time for me to fight through the lines. Hey, good luck at Disneyland, my man. Have fun, dude. That's awesome. Appreciate your time. I mean, my goodness, man. Our man comes by at Disneyland before. I love it, dude. Blade, you're awesome, bro. Okay. Now, North Texas and Tulane. North Texas, 11-1. Their coach is headed to Oklahoma State. Tulane, their head coach, is headed to Florida. Both of these coaches are gone after this year. However, they're both in good spots. Chucky said, need the horizontal view. Hey, hold on. Brad, were you in the crew exclusive last night?
I missed it. No.
We kept messing with these. Hold on. All these. Look, it just cuts you out of it completely. Anyways, all right. Hey, this one's not bad. All right. So look, North Texas head coach, 11-1, headed to Oklahoma State after this year. Tulane head coach, 10-2, headed to Florida. That's the cause and effect, right? So, North Texas, 2.5-point favorite, total of 66.5. Now, North Texas has known about their head coach leaving for a while, which is good. You know what I mean? Now, Tulane, everyone knew their head coach was leaving. They didn't know where he was going to go, right? Everyone assumed Florida, but it was pretty much going to be wherever Lane Kiffin didn't go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like if Lane Kiffin chose Florida, Summerall was probably, well, I don't know. Might have been going to LSU. Who knows, right? But what I mean by it is that he's that dude. Summerall is the name. Besides a crazy Lane Kiffin, being out there, these are two excellent football coaches and two excellent football teams. So again, North Texas -2.5 here. Look at this total. 66.5. Live from Yulman Stadium, baby. Love it. All right. Then the last game tonight, UNLV Boise State. Boise State, 4.5-point, now 5.5-point favorite. So that number's gone. Total of 59.5. All right. Beautiful Albertson Stadium there in Boise. 46 degrees. Look at these totals tonight. Conference championship games, 59.5, 66.5, 60.5, 46.5. James Madison, dude, they're banking on James Madison. 33-10. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're looking. Yeah. So notice that total is significantly different than the other ones, which goes to show, Brad talks about it all the time, blowouts generally lead to unders. Back and forth affairs, that's how you get overs. You know what I mean? So not that for 46. James Madison could score 50 points. Not that Troy's a bad football team. James Madison's just about that business, They're good. So those are the 4 games that we have tonight. Drop in your plays if you do have anything. Zach, my man, said Boise State -2.5 and Jacksonville State +10.5. -110. That's a great look going with the teaser route. And I know that, for the most part, college football, we don't generally, use teasers, but conference championship games, if there were ever a time, that's the time to do it because you're going to get 2 really good football teams generally. You know what I mean? So no doubt, man. Good look there. Okay. Let's pull up the picks one more time, Brad. Then I'll talk a little more soccer. What you got, bro?
We've got Carnarvon today taking on Flint Town over in the Wales or Welsh Premier League on your books. We've got that over 3 Asian total as our pick today, which means 3 goals gives us a push and 4 goals, which is what we're after, will give us that full cash. We got that at -139 at Bet365.
Beautiful look, my friend. All right. College basketball, Gonzaga, Kentucky. I'm going to go over 158.5. The NBA, Nikola Jokic, over 1.5 threes, -120. Going to go North Texas money line tonight, and we're going to pair that with Texas Tech money line They play tomorrow at plus 105. And we'll be live Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time to break down all the college football games for Saturday. Don't worry. Ice said, "What's up, gang? What's up, Matty Ice? Hey, we were just praising you on that 10-1 hit in the Discord, big dog. What can't the Iceman do?" Well done. All right, so Gonzaga, Kentucky over 158.5. Nikola Jokic over 1.5 threes. North Texas money line, Texas Tech money line plus 105. And then we're going to take James Madison money line tonight. We're going to pair that with Georgia, okay, at minus 120. All right, Brad, goal scorers. What you got?
Lamine Yamal, the young superstar at Barcelona. He has a match in Spain's La Liga this weekend, taking on Real Betis. Should be multiple goals. And Lamine, he's had a 2-score or assist, which means he's either scored or he's had an assist in 16 of his last 20 matches. So at minus 140, we're going to take that. And AV, Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Who is going to score? It's Harry Kane. Minus 150. The man absolutely slaps in goals, has so many chances. He's going to be fed early, in the middle, at the end, as often as possible. Dude smashes it. Minus 150 anytime goal scorer.
Nice. I kept thinking that was the guy that dated Taylor Swift, and then I was like, no, that's Harry Styles.
You know Harry Kane because he talks like this. You didn't really understand what you say.
Is that how he talks?
He's got this really thick English accent, and it comes from like the back of his throat.
Yeah.
It's almost like impossible to imitate. It's so unique.
I got to look that up now. Harry Kane's my guy. Dude, hey, yeah, Justin said it, dude. Hey, that Harry Kane song kind of slaps.
Gotta catch.
It's good. I love it. All right, Addison said parlay leg. F1 qualifying Alonso over Stroll. Alonso has out-qualified his teammate 35 sessions in a row. Get you some of that, Stroll. Running B team around here. All right, sorry. Which includes every race this season. Okay, pretty good. Price to be determined. All right, so Addison, great look there. And for real, please keep dropping those in because, yeah, I mean, you are so knowledgeable on F1. We could definitely all learn from you. Now, Junkie asked Brad, I see over 3.25 on DK. Worth the shot?
So it's a very similar play, but what that means is for those who are unfamiliar, the difference between a 3 and a 3.25 is that my 3 Asian total pushes all the way if that match stops on 3. And that 3.25 means you'll lose half of your bet and you'll push the other half of your bet. So you have a half of your bet on that even 3 and half of your bet on that over 3.5. So those are, it's the exact same type of bet, but I'm looking for a full push with that over 3. So I'm paying a little extra juice instead in lieu of that 0.25, which will then force me to give them half of my bet if it stays on 3.
Perfect explanation. Well done. Thank you, sir. All right. Now, goal scorers. All right. Let me pull this up here. AB3 today. These are all college football, and these are all tonight. North Texas, money line, minus 135. Boise State, money line. Well, the juice doesn't matter. North Texas, money line. Boise State, money line. Jacksonville State, money line. Those 3 together, plus 433. Now, as Matty Boy in the chat laid out, that plus 433, you have room to work here, right? So if you want to add in some spreads, move it, to a plus 7.5 or whatever, right? You've got room to operate here. So, it might drop you down to like plus 310, something like that. But again, plus 310 is a pretty good parlay. You know what I mean? Like you could definitely do some work here. So I know that I have money lines, but yeah, you got a little bit worked in where you can go. All right. Brad, what do we have? Is that Australia on the board? The Aussie League?
Yeah, we're here to talk some sobering news in the land down under. Usually one of our favorite leagues that we have scoring for year after year after year is really struggling throughout the first number of weeks. I think they're almost through week 8 now, and it's consistently shooting these unders over and over and over again. We're talking every match will be around a 2.75 to a 3.0, upwards to a 3.5, which is not trending at all. The under 2.5 is actually trending above 50%. So if you're looking at Australia, which a lot of us have historically, just be very, very careful. It's not the same league as it was last season.
Nice work, my friend. Nice work. Now, TJ said in the chat that in America, college sports are the Wild West. 100%. There's no regulation going on right now at all. And here's another. Okay, real quick, Profit Capper, repost the stream. Profit Capper, thank you. You have no idea how far that goes. Thank you so much. Appreciate you big time. I just lost what was I just saying? I forgot exactly what I was going to say. All right. Anyways. All right. So Australian soccer. Well done, Brad. Now, God, where was I going? I had something good. I can't remember it. It'll come back. All right. Now, college basketball. We've only got 2 ranked games. Gonzaga and Kentucky's a big one. Now, Music City Madness in Kentucky. Gonzaga 5.5-point favorite. Now, Kentucky, look, they're 5-3. But those 3 losses were, again, Michigan State, Louisville, and North Carolina. That said, though, nobody in Lexington is happy. You know? We're on the over in this game, and it's a big number. We're on over 158.5. All right, we got that number down a point. So, okay, let's say 160, roughly, right? 80 to 80. 81-79 gets us home. Can we get, 81 to 79? Can we get both teams to 80? That would be phenomenal.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're smashing it over tonight, AB.
Say it again?
You're smashing that over tonight.
I want it. Because, look, I think that you're going to get a Gonzaga team that's feeling good, okay? Got whooped by Michigan, but so did everyone during that legendary run of what that was. And I don't mean that negatively. Michigan is a cold basketball team. But, you wipe that whooping off, and move on, right? But I think you're going to get a focused Gonzaga team. And I think you're going to get a focused Kentucky team. If you don't get a focused Kentucky team, we got big problems. Even if it's a loss to arguably a team that could win the national championship, 5-4 ain't going to be sitting pretty at all. At all. So, again, I'm not saying Kentucky wins, but I do think that if there were ever a night where Kentucky, we're going to bring it offensively, this is it, right? Because Gonzaga does not mind pushing. Like, you want to push the pace, cool.
I think the over comes in both halves.
You think so? I mean, I think they're just going to get going. And here's the other thing, too, man. Like, playing in Rupp Arena, for a team like some teams can go in and you get nervous. Like you're looking around like, whoa, I am not used to this, But for a team like Gonzaga, who's like, whatever, it energizes you. I mean, Brad, you know this. You know what I mean? Like when you go play at a hostile place on the road, sometimes, dude, that's a shot in the arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the extra adrenaline you need.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody yelling at you, cussing at you.
Yeah.
Especially if you go, you love it.
Yeah. And them Kentucky fans they're going to be nasty tonight because they need a win. They're going to do, trust me, the Blue Mist will do their part. There's no question.
Yeah,
If
they're gonna let
it
you know how they
Go
feel.
ahead, what?
They're gonna let you know how they feel.
It, if anybody in this equation is going to do their part, it's Kentucky fans. They going to be there. There's some of them outside drinking right now.
Oh,
And shout out to them. Respect. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun game, man. So that's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on ESPN2. The other one, we don't have a spread or a total. UConn playing against East Texas A&M. The Lions. Look at that logo. That is a Maine right there. Now, I'm concerned about Lions in East Texas. All right, agricultural and manufacturing. All right, they're out in the fields, but this ain't the Sahara. Now, Matty Ice is feeling me. East Texas A&M money line. Well, yeah. Just kidding. Don't do that. Somebody's gonna play it.
this is random, but do they ever have like lineup rotations? Like in soccer, if you have like a lesser opponent, maybe in like a lesser competition, you might have a few more people come in and out. I know you will have that if it's a blowout sort of at the end, but would you say that from the start, you might just see different players more?
Oh, absolutely. Great call. Yes, and you will. Yeah, you could definitely, and excellent call, because for that head coach, all 12 players matter, right? Like your starters are your starters, your five for sure. However, with Hurley and the military style, beyond military, like he is Marine drill instructor style, right? Like to the fullest. So all 12 players absolutely matter. That's a great point. Now, we don't have college player prop betting, but that number one is playable, like up and down the roster. But number two, to the bigger point, you're exactly right. Yes. Yeah. You will definitely see minute rotations, much more. They don't even offer East Texas money line on DraftKings. The spread is 38.5. Yeah. There we go. UConn is an awful team. They don't stand a chance. I'm with Matty. It's East Texas A&M. Now, I saw East Texas. I don't know, but I would laugh if this was one of those. It's like East Texas, Ohio. Like one of those like East Texas, Kansas. And you're like, wait, what? Yeah. See, Ice DK knows something we don't. We got to get in on it. Well, they even scored 220. Cyclo, Motor Crew, hope all is well. Mr. Picks, where are we going today? Well, my friend, I got you. How about we do that again? Bradley, what you got, my friend?
We're going over to the UK, specifically the Wales Premier League. Carnarvon Town and on the home team is taking on Flynn Town on the away team. We're looking for 4 total goals, but by way of that Asian total at over 3, a little bit juicy, but we're eating it for that full push at minus 139.
Nice work, my friend. All right, I've got Gonzaga, Kentucky, over 158.5. Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets, over 1.5 threes. North Texas money line, Texas Tech money line, plus 105. James Madison money line, Georgia money line, minus 120. Brad, goal scorers, real quick, what you got?
Lamine Yamal over in Spain's La Liga taking on Real Betis. That minus 140 on the 2 score or assist market. Both of those can get it done. But for Harry Kane at minus 150, it's just the score market. That's the anytime goal scorer for Harry Kane. He is on Bayern Munich in the Germany Bundesliga, taking on rivals Stuttgart, where he scored in 4 of the last 5.
Dude, you know what? Stuttgart sounds like a great cologne. Like that it's a musk.
Stuttgart has some interesting history.
Really?
Some, let's just say, some German history.
Oh. Fascinating.
Maybe worth a Google for those at home.
We're going to have to do some homework on old Stuttgart here. All right. So, all right, those are the those are the goal scores. AB3, college football, North Texas money line, Boise State money line, Jacksonville State money line plus 433. Now, Big Brian got us here. Look, East Texas is located in beautiful Commerce, Texas. There we go. See, we learn something every day. Okay. It's college basketball. Now, the NBA, stop me if you've got something you like. The LeBron streak is done of double-digit points. He had 8 last night. Is LeBron starting a new streak?
Did you see that ticket circulating on social medias last night?
No, was of the LeBron?
Yeah, the 10 plus.
Yeah.
What is-
Dude, people just throw out crazy stuff, man.
It is. I mean, it has. They were talking about the last time it didn't happen. Cooper Flag was 2.
2.
2 years old.
It's insane.
That's like a wild stat.
LeBron has played so long. And remember this, when you play in the NBA playoffs, same thing with the NHL. The playoffs are so long that if you make a run to the finals, and whether you win or lose, like that's like playing half of an additional season. It's so many games. You know what I mean? And LeBron has done that like every year. Like, it's nuts. And yeah, I said it's tough to watch Bron this season missing a step. Yeah, no doubt. Like, this sounds weird, and I don't mean it weird. I just mean it as an athlete. I bet LeBron's feet are jacked up. Have to be. Like, how this dude has been running basketball games since he was 12? Like, his feet have got to be destroyed.
He doesn't have great form either.
Say it again.
His form, the way he runs and plants.
Well, he's 6'8". Like, that's the other yeah. He's 6'8", 275. Like, he's a freak. You know, so it would be wild to see, like, you remember that show Sports Science with John Brinkus? Remember that? It would be wild to see, like, the breakdown of, like, that amount of game, whether it's basketball, soccer, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just absolutely crazy, man. Yeah, Bron's played 3.5 additional seasons in just postseason play alone. Think about 3.5 full seasons. It's nuts, man. It really is. So, anyways, Lakers and Celtics. What a rivalry. All time that is. Celtics 6.5 point favorites. Total 226.5. Addison said, yeah, RIP John Brinkus. That was a great show. I loved it, man. Yeah, rest in peace for sure, man. Heat and the Magic. Another good basketball game tonight, man. Heat 14-8, Magic 13-9. We don't have a spread. Total 241.5. That's a pretty big total for Magic games. Nuggets and the Hawks, again, another good one, man. Nuggets 6.5 point favorites. Total 237.5. We've got Nikola Jokic over 1.5 threes. Spurs and the Cavs. How we feeling about the Cavs? 4.5 point favorites. We feeling it?
Hit those unders.
Under 238.5. Okay, there we go. Trailblazers and the Pistons. Decent little game. Pistons 7.5 point favorite. Total 235.5. Scott said he loves the Nuggets Lakers money line. There you go. I'm sorry. Nuggets Lakers money line parlay. Apologies. Let me read that correctly. Yeah, there we go. Juggy said go Pistons. There you go, man. Jazz and the Knicks. No spread. Total 240.5. See, this is the tough part with NBA is that you've really got to be around at like 5 o'clock. You know, the NBA is just so different, man. Hornets and the Raptors. Raptors 7.5 point favorite. Pacers and the Bulls. Bulls a 4.5 point favorite. Total 237.5. Suns and the Rockets. That'll be a good game. Well, Rockets 11. Dude, the Rockets are a machine. Absolute machine. Now, look at that total. 221 and a half. Dropping way low. Clippers and the Grizz. Have fun with that. That is a tough game right there. Clippers 1.5 point favorites on the road. Live from beautiful the FedEx Forum, the home of Brad Betts himself, Memphis, Tennessee. I love it. 76ers and the Bucks. Be a decent little game. 76 1.5 point favorites. Mavs and the Thunder. Look at the Thunder, dude. 21 and 1. They are about that business. If you haven't watched the NBA in the last 2 years, the Oklahoma City Thunder are pretty good. Matty Boy said no Devin Booker for the Suns. Good look right there. Definitely help explain that total. Scott, I bet on DraftKings Thunder over 74.5 wins. Nice. They're playing well. Playing very well. Okay. Brad, let's hit the picks one more time, then we'll bounce out here. Hey, also, today, no afternoon show. Take Friday off. We don't have a lot. I don't want to throw a bunch of just crazy plays at you, so we're knocking it all out today. Take the afternoon off. Be easy. Have a good, nice intro into the weekend. And don't worry, we'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, with all of it. But I don't want to stretch you out on a bunch of plays that are very iffy on not a lot of games tonight. So we'll knock it out now. All right. Brad, what you got?
The Wales Premier League this afternoon at 1:45 p.m. Central Time. Carnarvon and Flint Town over 3 Asian total. I got that at minus 139.
Nice. All right. Gonzaga, Kentucky over 158 and a half. Minus 115. Nikola Jokic, Nuggets over 1.5 threes. Minus 120. Michael said DTL party at Arby's tonight. I'm in for that. Dude, I'm a roast beef and cheddar, curly fries, Euro, root beer, Arby's sauce, horsey sauce, cherry turnover. That might be a $27 meal at Arby's. They're a little expensive, but I'm in for it. We could splurge. It's Friday. Scott said, come on, AB, pronounce that soccer team. Carnarvon Town against Flint Town. I got that one. You're like, yeah, so does every third grader. All right, Gonzaga, Kentucky, Jokic over 1.5 threes. North Texas money line with Texas Tech money line. James Madison money line paired with Georgia money line. Again, Texas Tech and Georgia, they play tomorrow. Brad, you got 2 goal scorers. What you got?
We've got Harry Kane in the Germany Bundesliga for Bayern Munich. We're looking at minus 150 on his anytime goal scorer. And, Bayern Munich, 24 straight matches, hitting that over 2.5. Look for that over 3 live. Spain's La Liga, we're also looking at your boy Lamine Yamal, 2 score or assist at minus 140. He's done it in 16 of his last 20 matches. And Barcelona have now hit over 2.5 goals in 17 straight. So these guys are scoring. Their teams are scoring. Hit the goal scorers to score assist market.
Beautiful work. Now, Scott said, where's Erling? Come on, I want to bet on him.
You can. Sterling Erling, he's up there at minus 210 at the lowest odds for his anytime goal scorer. So, yeah, smash that goal scorer if you want. But my opinion is to just wait 10, 15 minutes, and that line will drop somewhere around minus 150 or even lower. Mbappe minus 185, same thing. If it gets around minus 150, minus 140, you got to smash those.
Got to. All right. AB3 tonight, North Texas money line, Boise State money line, Jacksonville State money line. All college football, all tonight, plus 433. Now, in the chat, Zach said, hold on. DTL rebranding in the drive-through line. That is a great, bro. You might have just unlocked a new series. The drive that is perfect. Now, okay, a PSA, real quick, and then we'll get out of here. A lot of people head to the mountains in Smoky Mountains in wintertime. It's beautiful. Highly suggest doing it, right? Gatlinburg, all that. It's beautiful. You'll enjoy it. Let me just warn you one thing. There are bears up there. No joke. They're cute. Do not get anywhere near bears, okay? And I mean this seriously because these reports come out every year for people that visit. Do not get close to bears. They are so unbelievably fast, it will scare you, okay? They are unbelievably powerful beyond belief. But here's the most important part. Remember, big cats have decency. Big cats will finish the job, so to say, and then eat you. Okay? Bears don't have that decency. They just start eating you. So please, if you go and visit anywhere, bears are unbelievably cute. If you see a baby bear, be frightened because mom is watching you from somewhere. And bears do not play at all. And let me say this. I would rather be caught by a lion than a bear. And that's a fact. A lion, multiple. I'd rather be caught by multiple. Brad, any thought? Bears are, I'm telling you, bears are frightening. Do not mess with them at all. Here, go ahead.
I got no thoughts on bears, but I got thoughts on goats.
Nice.
There's a goat playing this weekend, the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. He's playing in the MLS Cup Final. If you like and support or even care at all, 1:30 Saturday afternoon, MLS Finals, the greatest of all time. We only have a few years left, and he'll be playing his hardest against former European star Thomas Muller. Should be a lot of fun for American soccer and American soccer fans.
Nice. There we go. Michael said, you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun who you're with. That's very true. That's very true. Now, Addison said top 3 animal death. Okay, so look. Number 1, lions are the king of the savannah. They have courage and heart like you wouldn't believe. They really do. But you want to know where lions are smart? They work together. They eat together. All right. Most big cats, leopards roll alone. Cheetahs roll alone. All right. Jaguars roll alone. Lions don't. They roll in a pride. And it's safety, man. But here's the other thing. Leopards, when they'll go take down an impala or a gazelle. But then they get worried because you have to watch out for hyenas, bro. Hyenas are no joke. Even lions, dude, like they know. You get cornered by a group of hyenas because they roll in packs too. But leopards roll solo, and they'll take down an impala, a gazelle, and grab it, which weighs more than them, and carry it up a tree. They can carry animals heavier than them with their mouth up a tree. And they leave it there so that other animals lions don't come and grab it. So if you see a leopard, watch out. That thing will pick you up and carry you with very much ease, right? So, okay. Leopards are awesome with it. Lions, they roll in a team. Hyenas roll as a team. Okay? The strange part is that when you get hippos, because hippos don't eat meat. They're herbivores. They are also a massive problem because they are so temperamental. over water and dominance that even crocodiles are like, nope. Saltwater, which have the strongest bite force on Earth, are like, Oh my goodness. Greg said quite the sit up. Yeah. Don't mess with mountain lion. No, heck no. Dude, Google or YouTube mountain lion, like their coloring that when they stalk, you don't even see them. It's crazy. Dude, we could talk about, I swear, we could talk about animals. I love like wild animal documentaries and all that, because everything in life comes down to food, water source, babies, protecting them, right? And every animal has to do. Lion, only 50% of lion cubs make it. Lion cubs. Because you know why? You know what animals do in the wild? It's kind of like betting. You could go and take down an elephant, or lions will go take down elephants, right? Like they have courage and heart beyond belief. That said, though, a lot of times in the wild, dude, you take one kick from an elephant, that's a broken jaw infection, you're dead. So when you hunt, man, it's all about what can you take down that has as much minimal risk, which is unfortunately why they go for cubs of all animals. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing, is that you've got to protect the cubs of every animal. How do you do it? You know how walruses do it? Because polar bears will come and literally attack walruses. Walruses put all the babies in the middle, like on a beach, and then they just line up and just protect it. It's like, come on. And you have a 10-foot polar bear on your back. Just polar bears are the most, polar bears only have like basically starvation to worry. Nothing's hunting. You know what here's what's frightening. You know what hunts a polar bear?
Nothing.
Polar bear.
Yeah.
They'll eat their own. Frightening. If you see a polar bear, it's already over. It's been over. You know, they can smell for a mile and a half away. A mile, dude, think about that. Bears it's just their nose. They just follow their nose. They will find you. Absolutely frightening. You know what the biggest problem for them is? We'll end it on this. You know what the biggest problem for polar bears is? So polar bears in the Arctic, they need ice to hunt on because they hunt seals. So seals, being mammals, have to breathe oxygen. So seals will cut little holes in the ice, and when they're underwater, they'll come up, get some oxygen, go back down. Well, polar bears need the ice so they can walk on the ice. Seal comes up. You know, that's how they hunt. Well, global warming, and again, not making it a political thing, just it being warmer this time compared to 10,000 years ago, whatever, right? Well, it changes the shift in the time of how much ice is out there. So now that there's not as much ice, it's harder to hunt. So what does that mean? Polar bears start hunting other polar bears because they can't get in the middle of the ocean because there's no ice, right? So it's impossible to go to the middle to go get seals. There's no ice to walk on. So it's like every animal on Earth has its own issue, even the most badass animals on Earth. Polar bears got to deal with that. Lions, dude, they're monsters, but you're a lion by yourself, even a male. You get caught, you walk one hill and you got 20 hyenas, you might not make it out. Hyenas can rip you apart. Anyways, dude, we could talk about animals all the time. All right, well, now this one. You know why deer, you see baby deer and they're like brown and they have all those little white spots? Do you know why they have those? They have, over time, all right, their fur when they're babies it's brown and spotted so that it looks exactly like the forest floor, right? Brown, green, and little white, flowers and stuff. So if you ever see a deer when a bear or a human or anything is around, you'll see a deer go like that. What that means is the baby deer knows instinctually, the mom teaches it to immediately tuck your legs in, drop, because the baby deer can't run and the baby deer can't fight back. But what that does is it hides perfectly. And then, this is the brilliant part, say a bear's coming. So the bear can't see the deer, but the bear could smell it. But what you do, you'll then see the mom deer run right at the bear, which freaks it out because it's like, why is this prey running at me? And then the deer runs the opposite way, knowing it can outrun the bear. And the bear is now going the opposite direction of the fawn, right? So you'll see the mom deers do this all the time. And then the bear, like a dum-dum, takes off after the mom. The mom's like, oh, I'm going to smoke you, in terms of running. And now you're just running for no reason. How brilliant is that? It's smart. The problem is some bears don't follow the deer. Then we got a problem, right? The mom deer has got to get the bear to get off scent mode and go off, I see you, I'm going to eat you mode. So she has to run like right close. You know what I mean? Maybe even get a swipe, something. But if she gets that bear to chase, she won. And that's the fight. That's what animals have to deal with. All of them. Lions, all of them. It's fascinating. Anyways, all right. That's been animal talk. All right. We'll get out of here. Brad, well done. Well done. Crew, well done. All right. No afternoon show today. Again, a lot of risk out there. We got a bunch of plays. We're set. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? No!